Welcome to the Allure Collection, presenting Velvet Heat. Anna lived in the small apartment above the lounge, where music and laughter floated up through the floorboards every night. Most evenings, she came down for a glass of wine, not really for the drink, but for the man she knew would be there. He was impossible not to notice. Broad shoulders filling his shirt just right, a jawline cut like stone, but softened by the warmth in his smile. And those eyes, the way they lingered when they found hers, steady, as though he could see past her surface. Every time she walked away from the bar, she carried him upstairs in her mind, in flashes of what it would feel like to tug him into her bed, to know the weight of him, the taste of him. But fantasies were safer than action, and Anna had never dared to cross that line. Until tonight. She stepped into the lounge and found him immediately. Lex straightened when he saw her, and that slow, devastating grin spread across his face.
Anna,
He said, voice low and rich.
I was hoping you'd come down tonight.
Her lips curved.
Hoping or waiting?
His laugh rumbled deep in his chest.
Both.
What she didn't know, what he would never admit, was that Lex had been waiting on her for months. From the first night she walked in, something about her had cut straight through his chest. The flirtations, the stolen glances, they were enough to keep him coming back, but not enough to satisfy the gnawing pull he felt toward her. He wanted her, yes, desperately, but not only for the press of her body against his. He wanted to know her laugh in the morning, the feel of her hand in his at midnight. Still, he'd been cautious. The last thing he wanted was to scare her off, for her to think he was just another man chasing sex. So he'd waited, patient, hoping she'd give him the smallest sign. Tonight, though, he had decided, if she didn't, he would. He couldn't keep denying what he felt. And when Anna leaned in, her breath hot against his ear, whispering,
Maybe it's good I don't live far.
relief and desire roared through him. Her apartment was small and cozy, warm light spilling over books and velvet cushions. Anna set her keys down with trembling hands, nerves and want tangling inside her. Lex closed the door behind them, his gaze never leaving her.
Nice place.
He said softly.
Feels like you.
She reached for her little speaker, pressing play. Smooth jazz filled the air, curling around them like smoke. Lex's lips quirked.
Perfect.
When he crossed the room, she felt every step like a storm in her chest. His hand rose to her cheek, tilting her face up, and his kiss came slow, tender, almost reverent. Months of tension unraveled with that single press of his mouth to hers. She melted, gasping softly as his arms wrapped around her, strong and protective.
God, I've wanted this.
He murmured against her lips.
So have I.
She breathed, her confession slipping free at last. He kissed her deeper, his tongue teasing hers, his hands tracing down her back. Each movement was unhurried, savoring her like she was something rare. He eased her onto the couch, his mouth trailing to her neck, her collarbone lower still. His fingers slid her dress higher, and she shivered, caught between need and wonder at how gentle he was. Lex kissed the inside of her thigh, lingering, worshipful.
Tell me what you want, Anna.
You.
She whispered, breathless.
All of you.
When he entered her, it wasn't frantic. It was deliberate, slow. His gaze locked on hers as if to anchor her there. Every thrust was deep, controlled, his hands cradling her body like he couldn't believe she was real. He moved with passion, but also with care. every motion tuned to her pleasure. Anna arched beneath him, gasping his name as ecstasy tore through her, and the sound drove him over the edge. He groaned, clutching her, holding nothing back as he spilled into her, his lips never leaving hers. After, the room was quiet but for their breaths, the jazz still playing faint in the background. Anna curled against him, her head on his chest, her body humming with aftershocks. For once, she didn't feel restless. She felt wanted, cherished. Lex stroked her hair, pressing a kiss to her temple. His voice was husky when he finally spoke.
I need you to know something,
He said.
I've wanted you since the first night I saw you. Not just this,
He tightened his arm around her.
but you. I was afraid to ruin it. Afraid you'd think I only wanted sex. So I waited. I would have waited longer. But tonight, when you invited me up,
His laugh was quiet, shaky.
Anna, I've never been so relieved.
Her throat tightened. She lifted her head, meeting his eyes.
You don't have to wait anymore, Lex.
He kissed her, slow and sweet, before whispering,
Then let me take you out tomorrow. A proper date. Dinner, candles, the whole thing.
Anna smiled, warmth flooding her chest.
I'd like that.
She kissed him again, playful this time, and whispered against his lips.
But next time you want to play strangers at the bar, you should at least let me win the first round.
Lex chuckled, brushing his thumb over her cheek.
Deal. But you'll never win.
They both laughed softly, curling back together, the music fading around them. Not just lovers, but co-conspirators in keeping their fire alive. Sometimes the sweetest fire is the one that's been smoldering all along. This is the Allure Collection, where every night ends with a taste of passion. Until next time, bye for now, lovey.